In the video I put out this morning, I used Dun & Bradstreet numbers to estimate the amount of silver sales of a few of the larger retail bullion resellers. A couple of the revenue figures were pretty low, which surprised me, but I shrugged it off because I know that many bullion retailers just sell product for their suppliers, and so it's entirely possible that they were reporting only the commissions that they received from their suppliers as revenue, as opposed to the actual annual metal sales figures. Additionally, I was really only looking at a few companies and didn't do a comprehensive look. So I dug into the numbers a little bit more today and surprised myself. The retail silver market is larger than I thought. It doesn't change the main conclusion of the video I put out this morning, but I thought I would put this one out to share what I learned. In this table, you'll see some figures I was able to scrounge up to get a feel for yearly mintages of various popular coins. Last year, the U.S. Mint produced a little over 30 million silver eagles, which the retailers would need to have sold. I wasn't able to find stats for the Canadian Mint after 2014, but they produced a little over 30 million silver maples in that year, so let's assume that they are on par with U.S. Mint production. It feels about right to me. Many of the other popular coins were of much lower mintages, with the exception of maybe the Silver Panda. I saw a number of 10 million for 2019. It seems like too round a number, so maybe that's just the maximum mintage figure. All totaled, it looks like the 1 ounce coin sales are about 80 million ounces, give or take, and that's a pretty respectable number. I don't have a good number for the various retail bars of different sizes. The most popular will be 1 and 5 and 10 ounces, and they're all going to be made by different manufacturers. But we can take a stab at it. The Silver Institute reports that last year there were 216 million ounces of net physical investment. I'd imagine this includes the large good delivery bars that are bought by institutional investors, so we'd probably need to net that out. But lacking a good figure for those at my fingertips, the best we can say is that retail round and bar sales are up to 145 million ounces yearly. The actual number is probably much less. Now, if we assume that the entire 216 million ounce per year number reported by the Silver Institute is retail buying, and that the retailers keep 1 month worth of inventory on hand, which is a stretch, then that would mean that 18 million ounces would need to be on hand. And this is only 1.3% of the physical vault storage at COMEX and LBMA, which is 1.4 billion ounces. If the actual retail round and bar sales are lower than the 145 million number, and if the retailers keep less than a month of inventory on hand, as I suspect they do, then the amount of silver sitting with the retailers is going to be well under 1% of the physical silver at LBMA and COMEX. Now, I do support the idea of retail investors continuing to buy silver, but I think everyone will have to clean out the retailers many times over before it makes a meaningful difference. So, keep stacking, everyone.